are the reasons why. He's a bearer of God's image. You can kill a goat. There's no, well, in the UK there are many things anyway. But if you come to Africa on Christmas Day, you can slaughter a goat and have a good. It's not a crime. You can kill a mosquito. It's not a problem. Again, you people don't have mosquitoes here, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. You can kill a mosquito. It doesn't bear God's image. It's not carrying glory. There's no law against killing mosquitoes. They don't have the glory of God. But when you kill a man, you will go to jail, because that being has identity. That being has a value that is beyond things. That being represents God. It carries God's DNA. It carries God's image. This is why you have value, and this is why you put value on yourself, because you are not just anything. You are a being. God gave you his identity and his glory. God gave you his character, so that when other creatures see you, they will learn the ways of God. Who do you think we were supposed to teach and to put creation in order? Is the prince is here. And that's why when man fell, creation fell, because there could be no order anymore. The one who carries the power to mirror God's righteousness has fallen. So the realm will become lawless. The realm will become without order, because we carry God's righteousness. And then we are princes, so we have jurisdiction, we have legitimacy to exercise dominion over the earth. And it didn't stop there. God also gave man his presence. The Bible said in Genesis 2:7-9 that he formed the dust from the ground, breathed into the nostrils of the man, and became a living soul. And he said God planted a garden in the east side of Eden, and he put the man there. That Eden is a portal, is a realm, is God's presence. That garden is God's presence. That's why when the man fell, he was driven out of Eden, because God is of a purer eyes. His eyes can't behold iniquity. You can't walk here anymore. This is a court for holy entities. This is a court for beings of Zion that carry God's holiness. They born with it. Now that you are fallen, you have been denatured. You no longer have a place here. So he was driven. But what you need to know is that before he fell, he was given God's presence. You know, why do you think Adam didn't need houses in Eden? He was living in a realm. He was living under an atmosphere. That atmosphere has powers. You know, when Israel left Egypt and God decided to mirror what was in Eden a little bit, they didn't need tents. When they walked in the day, there was a cloud covering them. The sun couldn't deal with them. When they walked at night, they had warmth, because it became a fire. That was the Shekinah. When a man dwells in the presence is a covering, and the presence is also sufficiency. So their shoes grew with them, their clothes did not get torn. And he rebuked kings for their sakes. Touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. So both covering, provision, and preservation was catered for in the presence. That was what Adam was living in. When he fell from the glory. He fell from the character of God. He fell from dominion, and he fell from carrying God's presence. And unfortunately, the fifth allocation, he never accessed it, which was life. The Bible says God planted a tree in the midst of the garden called the tree of life, and the man never went there. Satan didn't allow him to reach there, because if he reached there, it would have become impossible to bring him down. So he never accessed the life. Otherwise, the man God created would have carried God's glory. He would have carried God's righteous character. He would have carried God's authority. He would have carried God's presence, and he would have been powered by God's life. On the strength of that, that man would have become the representation of God in the natural realm, able to execute God's government and facilitate his agenda. But when he fell, the project was truncated. So everything God was doing until the coming of Jesus was to manage this estate until he's able to restore the man there, so that the assignment of bringing heaven to earth can continue.